All right.
Galactic date 20XX.
So on day one here, this is literally just a tutorial. It's gonna teach us how to throw and whistle and all the basic mechanics. We're just gonna quickly go through it. Alright, and then here we're heading into out section. We're just gonna quickly get the red onion down, and then we're gonna build a bridge. You really can't do much to speed it up. The only thing you really can do is push the Pikmin in so that, because they're leaves and then they're slow. So it's better to push them and give them a bit of a boost.
Yeah, a bit of background on this race. This is the current first place and third place any percent times running right now. So this is going to be a really good race here.
Yeah.
Fortunately, the streams are not synced at the moment, so it's hard to tell who's actually in the lead. But we'll make do.
So now that we got done with this bridge, we're just gonna grow on 21 reds. We need 20 to push the box, but you really don't lose any time into growing an extra Pikmin. And we're just gonna get that last red Pikmin started on that 5 pellet as we come back and pluck our Pikmin. So JHawk's showing off some tech known as pluck canceling. So if you pluck a Pikmin and then you hit the cancel button, and then the Pikmin decide to pluck themselves out of the ground, it's small time save that adds up. Now other runners will be attempting another trick called seed manipulation. So it basically spits out the seeds for this 5 pellet a bit faster.
Yeah, it seems JHawk is only going for 20 Pikmin. While
He lost time because one of the grown-ups didn't get out of the ground, and he would be losing time to just grabbing him at that point.
Yeah.
Anyway, so here we're just gonna charge this dirt wall and then get out of day one. Now we're gonna be heading into day 2. Day 2 is gonna start off with a lot of multitasking. So both runners have thrown Pikmin across the bridge and charged them onto the wall. They're gonna be breaking down that dirt wall while we're going on reds and building the bridge. So JHawk has discovered nectar, and nectar flowers are Pikmin, and they move like way faster than they were when they were leaves. So it's better to flower your entire squad. So we're just gonna use the bulborb to grow on a few more reds, and JHawk is gonna be fighting this Medusa Slurker, which it has rock Pikmin. And rock Pikmin, they're extremely powerful, but they cannot latch on to the enemies, which is a balanced trade-off. So earlier you noticed that JHawk grabbed the strawberry. So that's 1 to 2 fruits we're gonna need because we need 7 days to beat the game. However, the game only gives us enough juice for 4 days, and we need to eat some more juice. So we have to grab 2 fruits.
Okay, I think we should be closer synced now. I hope.
So here we're just gonna flower some more Pikmin, and we're gonna collect those 2 blowhogs while we're fighting our first boss. And also, while we're fighting our boss, we're gonna be leaving some Pikmin behind to build this bridge for us.
Okay.
So JHawk will be making his way to our first Earth boss here. So this is the armored Modad. He's covered in crystal. So we need rock Pikmin to break his tail, and then we can just charge him with red and do a massive amount of damage to him. JHawk will be calling up to force him to come down. Because if you don't call him up and force him to come down, he will just shake them up, and you will have to wait for him to come down. Here, JHawk would just be growing on some more edge for our future days.
Yeah, it took a bit of time, but the sink should be fixed, the cropping should be fixed, so everything's good. Yeah, I missed most of day 2 because of trying to fix it, but
And here, JHawk's just gonna be well, here both runners are just gonna be flowering their squat to then, and they because we want a whole squad of flowers. So, and what we can just flower them while we're waiting for the phone and not lose any time.
alright, so that's about a 15-second lead for JHawk out of day 2. But day 3 is one of the first really major tricks of the run with yellow onion skip.
We have 2 large skips in day 3. So the first one where Brittany is stuck in a cave and she needs to grow on some Pikmin and to escape. However, we're not gonna grow. Instead, we'll be using some floor on the wall to get out of bounds and then escape the cave that way. Yeah, so here, on the slide, the wall is actually floor, so we can just run up this wall here. Oh, JHawk fell in it. Anyway, so you can just run up this wall. And now we have to cross this route here, so we can easily do that by just running over it. And
Alright,
then
they
we're
both took 2 tries to get onto the ice slide. That's fine.
and then here, WoW is once again floor. So game intends us to build this double bridge. Then after that, we have to push an iron ball to get down, and then go through some caves is to get to the boss. However, that is incredibly slow, and we can just get a boss back door to lead us straight to the boss. So precise navigation outbound here, or we'll be respawning right at the entrance instead of cave. Now here we're gonna be using what's known as a long whistle. So we have to get the Pikmin into this cave, and if a Pikmin is in your party, and they can follow you when you enter a cave, they will teleport to you. And that's what we're gonna be abusing. Now here we have the Behemoth Phosphate. So the game intends us to build this bridge and hit a giant wire up there and light up this cave. However, that is slow. Ooh, and it's better to just kill him without the light.
Alright, time for day 4. It's not quite as absurd as day 3 was with skipping even activating an onion, but there's still going to be a break right at the start of the day. Normally you have to build a bridge and then throw the captains across to reach the boss area, but instead we're just going to clip one of the captains through a wall and fall out of bounds straight to where the boss is.
So if you hold a captain and then you whistle, they land in front of you. And if you do it precisely in a certain location, they can land out of bounds. And from there we can dismiss it and then they'll fall out of bounds.
Yeah, so it'll clip right through the wall.
And here we're going to be using another long whistle trick to get our Pikmin over here. And this is the same Belching Mirror Slut. Look that we're about to fight. Whenever he does this quicksand attack, after the game intends for you to toss a bomb in there, but we can just charge it.
JHawk giving us a good example a bit ago about how Pikmin love to refuse to cooperate and they can just stop moving during this fight if they get stuck on the sand. So that was unfortunate.
Now, just both runners are gonna be grabbing some bombs. And then they're gonna be feeding him bombs on this last cycle, which is a bit faster than and charging his mouth. Oh. Now, we retrieve the phone, and then we can just do stuff while we wait for it to get back.
Yeah, so the plot of the game is that you want to collect fruit to save your home planet. We don't actually bother with that, but we do need enough fruit to give us enough food to survive until the end of the game. So we're going to get this fruit here that gives 2.5 bottles of juice.
Yes.
We need 3 bottles total, so this is almost the entire amount we need right here, just this one fruit.
Now we're gonna be blowing up this wall so that and the Pikmin have a path to get back.
Oh no. They were almost even out this day, but Ice Cube had the Pikmin sprout. If you end the day while something is getting sucked up by the onion, then you'll still get the seeds. But if the seeds manage to sprout, then you have to actually pluck them first. So, unfortunately, that cost some time, right?
Now heading into Twilight River, this is the longest day in the entire run.
It's about equal with day 2, actually.
Anyway, so we're gonna be doing another captain clip here because we're not gonna be building a bridge just to get an onion. Yeah, okay, having a bit of trouble with it. So here, these are wing Pikmin. Basically, their main gimmick is that they can fly.
So this whole first half of the area is based on a cycle, because you need to take a lily pad into the second half of Twilight River. So first we need to pull up the dam so the lily pads start moving, but it's about a 10-second cycle or so. Unfortunately, I think JHawk has lost too much time in order to make the first cycle, but we'll see about Ice Cube. Yes, it seems Ice Cube did make the first cycle.
So we're only gonna be growing 17 wings because that's all we need. And now we're gonna be heading into the second end zone, which is also where our second boss is. Well, no, our fourth boss. Why did I say second? And yeah, we have our fourth boss in here. So, Ice taking the lead. Anyway, so both runners have grabbed berries, so they're useful because they flower all Pikmin in their squad, and when when they're in effect, it can't. The Pikmin are extremely powerful. Anyway, oh. Anyways, both runners are gonna be doing this trick called persimmon throw, so we can basically stand on top of the fruit, and from there we can throw out of bounds and then do a corner clip. And then we can fall out of bounds and respawn on path to our fourth boss. We're gonna be abusing another long whistle trick to get into this boss fight.
Very good fight for JHawk there.
We're using a spicy spray just to speed up this fight a little bit.
Same for Ice Cube.
And then here, because we skipped the bridge, the invisible wall is still there. So we have to do a really tough glitch to get Lily through the invisible wall.
Okay, that was a really good Louis clip for JHawk. Like, basically perfect.
Let's see if Ice can match. Oh. Ice losing a bit of time here. So here we'll be heading into day 6, which we have another captain clip that we'll be doing.
Yeah, first we show off how weird the onion acts when you actually skip the yellow onion earlier.
Yeah.
So they have to withdraw the wings separately because when you hold ZL to withdraw all types of Pikmin, it'll actually try to withdraw yellows instead of wings when you don't actually have yellows at the moment.
Yep. So we're gonna be getting our wings in Pikmin up there. Here, and you'll see why later. So we're gonna be using another captain clip here. So here will be JHawk will be doing an obnoxiously hard long whistle. And we're gonna be
obnoxiously hard.
well, like it's annoying.
It's really easy.
Like it's a pain if you fail it though.
Yeah, if you fail it, then things go horribly wrong. But failing it is really rare.
Yeah. So we're gonna be building the bridge while I always fight this boss, the Quaggle Marclops. So then we do not have to make wing Pikmin cross the gap later. So this boss has a damage cap. However, you can at a certain point in the tongue animation, and the damage cap just isn't there, and you can just chip off all of its health right there, and it will just die in one cycle. We're just gonna be using reds to distract the crap. Here we're gonna be heading into our final day in the run. So day 7 has 2 major parts. We have the cave section and we have the final boss. So here in this cave, we have a few shortcuts that we can take to that actually save a lot of time. So our first shortcut here, we're gonna be getting this paper bag down from below. Ooh, and not have to go all the way around. So JHawk's gonna be tearing down this dirt wall because there's some bombs back up there that we can get. And then in here, the game intends us to build this blue bridge, and then we have to get, we have to take a few circuits and then and go to outside the cave. Instead, we can just walk up a route and go all the way around.
Yeah, so that trick right there, just walking right up the wall, is actually new to Deluxe. It wasn't actually possible in the original Wii version of the game.
It actually was.
Oh, it was? Maybe
Yeah.
I'm mistaking it with another trick then. Huh. Oh well. I haven't played the Wii U version in 7 years. I don't know.
So
Things.
while we're waiting for our wing Pikmin to catch up to Brittany, we're gonna be grabbing some bombs, which we'll be using for our final boss. Anyways, here we have to stay really close to Elmar, or else pathfinding will take over, and because there's no waypoints out of bounds, the Pikmin and will carry him back inbounds. Anyway, so we're gonna be using some bombs to absolutely destroy this guy. Oh,
Uh-oh. That's not good.
oh,
Well, congrats to X-Cube. His final boss fight went well enough, so he is the winner of our race today.
so yeah, this is what happens if you fail over the bombs. Let's see if we can get both runners in here for an interview. Hello, JHawk.
Hey.
Hey, Ice. So, how do you guys feel about your runs?
It's a pretty average run for me. I don't know.
Oh yeah, mine was the same, like pretty average. Didn't get too much fucked by elbows. But yeah, the rest was okay, I guess.
GG's to both runners.
Thank you,
That-
Anthony.
That end though, that final boss though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think I've noticed like he always leads with the stab attack, and if he does not grab any Pikmin, I think that's the worst case, which is what happened to me. I think you want him to grab some, because then he goes through like the eating animation, and it's easier to set up all the bomb throws.
in this run for me, it didn't do the stab animation. Like immediately
Immediately
shook off.
shook.
So I threw the Pikmin, the bombs at that moment. But I feel like this is less ideal than when he tried to stab.
I guess
But
it
I'm not
seems
sure how
faster.
yeah.
Probably
Well,
less.
yeah. If you, but usually if he doesn't stab first, you have some. You might be a bit short at the end to kill him, like before he threw hazards and stuff.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
in my case, he started to fly around.
I think you really want
too bad,
to.
thankfully.
I think you want to throw the bombs even earlier than everyone is doing. I don't know if you agree.
Well, yeah. When he stabs, it's. I mean, yeah, we can adjust and find what's the best moment. But when he shakes, like you pretty much have to instantly realize he's gonna shake and
Yeah.
throw the bombs. So it's a bit difficult, a bit more difficult, even if it's potentially faster.
Well, yeah.
Well,
It's not like you can choose what he does first. I think.
alright. Yeah, I'm not sure. I thought for some time that if you were like in front of him, he will always stab. But I think that's not the case.
Mhm. Yeah, I don't think that's. I think you're right. Yeah.
I'm not sure if you can.
So wait,
Yes.
so I
So
think
if
that
you're wondering what happened to me, what happened is we've observed this before. If he runs too close to an elemental hazard, he can be invincible. So for me, he shot out the fire and then he walked right next to it, and I attacked him, but he was invincible for that like period of time, and then he decided to suck up next, and he's also invincible during the suck up. So yeah, pretty unfortunate. I actually haven't seen that yet.
anyways, I think that's it for
yeah.
today. I think that's it for today. Goodbye, everyone.
Alright. Well, thanks for watching and commenting. Bye.
See ya.